manifestation is either presented as this woo-woo magical thing or this thing where the logical mind says it can't even exist. But yet here we are talking about it. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about quantum jumping or quantum leaping. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a whole different spin on this. I am here to demystify, to debunk the manifestation world, yet I love it. It's this beautiful paradox that we're in because it does work. But what I'm going to do for you today is walk you through how to quantum jump, quantum leap, realizing that you've done it all the time. It's really, really simple because my goal is always to show you that manifestation can be delusional and we can bring the logical mind in and marry them together, and that's how we shorten our time frames. So if you have found this video, right, and I know that you're excited to get this manifestation thing debunked, and I'm going to put a spin on it today that has never been done before. So if you've clicked on this video and you're expecting your typical quantum leap, quantum jump manifestation video, you're in the wrong place. This is making it so practical through real life analogies that you're going to walk away from this video totally understanding and being in control of as a conscious creator. And we're going to get rid of all of the myths of it has to be done a certain way, or you have to speak this way, or you have to be in such an emotional state. We're going to, through the videos on this channel, we're going to get rid of all of that because I really want to see you connect to this manifestation topic, and we can call it something else if manifestation is too triggering. But nonetheless, you are powerful right here, right now. And whether you searched out this video on purpose, or you found it by accident, or you promised yourself you were never going to click on another manifestation video again, and yet here you are, the beautiful paradox of it all. Come with me as I share with you how I use manifestation from the subconscious woo-woo, but also from the logical practical, bringing them in between, because when the two minds are really one mind, but we've split them in half to understand them, when the two minds merge back together, manifestation, or achieving your goal, however you want to call it, is quick, easy, and fun, and can give you results beyond logic, results beyond the strategy that you've implemented. So if this is something that you're interested in, I highly recommend that you stay to the end. My name is Dede Powerniak, and I'm the Invincible CEO, and I'm the last most exciting manifestation coach you've never needed. See the paradox there? I'm always going to be totally transparent with you what we're doing, why we're doing it, so that we can demystify manifestation. It's really simple, easy, and fun. And when you're not in a debate within yourself or with someone else, things happen very quickly because in the now moment, no thought is ever needed because what's happening is just what's happening. And then we put a story over top of it. So thank you for staying here so far. And I'm really going to take you through this magical journey. And I want to show you that you're doing it all day long. You've been doing manifestation all day long, 24/7, since you were an infant, before you even knew what words were, before you even knew what thoughts were, right? So here on this channel, in all of the videos, you're going to see that it's really not the big deal a lot of coaches make it out to be. And the reason why on YouTube it's over sensationalized is to get you into the video, right? So here you are, we're in the video here, and I'm going to deliver exactly what I promised. I'm going to break down this quantum leaping, quantum jumping, so that you, whether you've never manifested before, you're brand new, or you've been doing this for a really long time, because what ends up happening is we go in and we want to tap into this magical subconscious, and it truly is magical because everything is absolutely the same. $5 and $5 million to your subconscious mind is the same thing. It's just a different choice. So when we start to break things down to just a different choice, things start to seem like they get magical because we don't have the conscious mind coming in and saying, how's it going to happen? The conscious mind wants to quantify, clarify, justify, vilify, right? But that's because we haven't given it a role to play. And once you give your conscious mind a role to play in manifestation, manifestation gets easy and fun because you're no longer a house divided within yourself, right? And that's where that whole debate of belief and doubt, belief and doubt, belief and doubt. So what I really want you to do right now is get yourself in a comfortable position, because I'm going to walk you through in every one of my videos an experience so that you can see it's really not the big deal that the sensationalized videos offer. And I did put this topic up on the YouTube channel for voting, right? There were 3 topics to vote this week, and this was the winning topic: how to quantum jump or quantum leap into your wish fulfilled reality. Because the topic alone makes you think that you're not there and there's something that you have to do. And that's where the paradox is. But nonetheless, I'm now at this point where I'm here to help you win big and win all the time. That's my goal. That's what I want to do for you. So we're going to take a step back, because there's always some type of an exchange going on between you, the viewer, your attention, because attention is liquid gold in manifestation. Where you put your attention, things flow. So I want to get you right now so situated in this now moment so that you can walk through these experiences with me. And I want you to comment when you have the experience, like your responses are going to be, that's it? That's all it is? Or, oh, like your mind's going to be blown. Because once you see that it's not this big thing that you have to do all of this imaginal acts and get into a state akin to sleep and all of this stuff, because you're manifesting, you're rendering and experiencing 24/7 right now. You're imagining this video right now because you had a desire within you for clarification, for clarity, and your subconscious mind got you here, but you consciously had to click into this reality of this video. You quantum leaped into this video already, but you don't realize that you've done it because it hasn't been called that before. Okay, so let's break this down nice and simple, what quantum jumping and quantum leaping is. It is literally a choice. It's making a choice, guys. It's that simple. It really is. There's a version of you that was on this side of the coin, and you made a choice, and now you're on this side of the coin. That's it. So let me take you through a real life experience. And first, let me just remind you a little bit about states of being. So right now, I'm in a sitting state of being. And while I'm sitting here, there's invisible versions of me that my consciousness will move into when the conscious mind triggers the subconscious and says it's time to stand, right? So this is really powerful because the standing me is right here. Or if I decide to go on this side, she's right here. And there's all the variations from sitting to standing in between. And all I'm doing is taking my consciousness out of the sitting me and slowly getting up to stand. And the sitting me has to die, the state of sitting, not me, the consciousness, but the state of sitting has to die in order for the realization of the standing me to be realized. So I have to let go and detach from sitting and slowly take my consciousness through all the frames of all the different locations until I'm fully standing. Do you get that? It's really, really powerful. So in order for me to actualize standing, the potentiality of all the me's on either side of me have to already exist for me to move the consciousness through for the realization. That's all manifestation is. And because there's no conflict within myself between the subconscious mind and the conscious mind, going from a sitting state of being to a standing state of being is very, very simple. It's not my conscious mind is even standing possible. Oh my God, is it possible? How are we going to do it? What if we do it differently than we've done before? What if it never happens? Like, my conscious mind is not going to come in with that kind of resistance because it's natural to me. So when my conscious mind goes stand, and sometimes it's so subtle that you don't even know that a command was given because it seems automatic, the subconscious mind goes, yes, I understand that programming, let's do it. So I want to walk you through something right now. So whether you're sitting, you might be walking, listening to this video, but whatever you're doing, you're going to have to take a moment to stop what you're doing in order to do this. And we're going to quantum jump together. And I'm telling you, all my woo-woo friends, I hate to do this to you, because I'm not taking the magic out of manifestation. It is very magical. But right now I got to demystify it and debunk it a little bit so that you can really start to contemplate through real life experiences what's going on when you quantum leap, quantum jump. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to realize the reality that you're in right now. You always have to realize what your jump off is. So I'm sitting right now and my hands are on my knees, right? My arms are on my legs and my hands are on my knees. And this is the sitting reality, state of being, with my hands and arms on my legs, right, and my knees. Okay. Now I'm going to suggest to you, Dede says, we're going to play like Simon Says, right? Dede says, raise your right hand, right? So I'm raising my right hand now. Guess what? You just quantum jumped. You just quantum leaped. You quantum jumped from hands on your legs and knees to right hand in the air. That's it. That's all quantum jumping and quantum leaping is knowing the reality that you were in, and now knowing the reality that you want to be. You give the command, right, for that. I gave the command, so I was acting as your conscious mind. I gave the command, raise your right hand, and that's what you did, right? And wave hi, how are you? Okay, see, look, did that again too. Now, put your right hand down. Okay, wait. Simon, Dede didn't say. Wait, get that hand back up. Simon, Dede, Simon didn't say. So now I want you, Dede says, put your right hand down. Okay, now let's do it again. Dede says, raise your left hand. Oh, look at that. We just got, oh, did you get all the woo-woo tingles? And probably not, because it's very natural. Manifestation is very natural. And the more natural it is to you, the quicker your minds can fulfill it. But if raising your left hand would have been this big, crazy, woo-woo thing, like, oh my gosh, how will it happen? When will it happen? Will it happen now? Can I command it in the now moment? Do I have to give it all this time and space to No, stop that, stop. You know, Dede says, put your left hand down. Okay, so here's the thing. I always say to my clients, and now I'm going to say to you guys, my viewers and my subscribers, that there should be one day a year where I'm allowed to teleport all around the world, because I have clients all around the world, and just show up, go peekaboo, smack you in the back of the head and go, stop doing that shit, and then disappear. Because knock it off. Just knock it off. And I got to remind myself when I'm on these videos that I got to be they're never going to have my best behavior. So we're going to get the next to best behavior, right? Because this is how passionate I am about this. That's it. So let me give you another experience of quantum jumping. Okay, so eyes are open. You're in eye open reality, right? Everything, what you know as eyes open. Now I want you to close your eyes. Look at you. You just quantum jumped into closed eye reality, even though Dede didn't say, but I did because it's implied, right? What's the implication? I don't have to say Dede says, close your eyes. That's the implication. Close your eyes. You close your eyes. And now you're in closed eye reality, and it looks very, very different than open your eyes, open eye reality. There we go, right? That's how fun this is. That's it. That's quantum jumping. That's quantum leaping. I can give you the science. I can give you the woo-woo BS kind of stuff. But that's how simple it is. That's why manifestation is simple, easy, and fun. And now, if you can do it that way, and you just did, and you did it several times, raising your right hand, raising your left hand, closing your eyes, right? Nice and simple. I know you're thinking, like, seriously, like that's it, folks. That's all, folks, right? It's real. It's a Looney Tunes kind of day. Anyway, that's what it is. That's why I'm so passionate about this. And if you've been watching video after video and concepts, and here's the thing, as an interrogator, I'm going to share a little bit about this. I was taught circular questioning, because if I have someone across from me and I need to get information out of you and your conscious mind is strong and you're anchored in your reality of not giving up the information, I have to exhaust you with circular talking. And that's a lot of times when I'm watching some of the other videos that are out there, it's a lot of circular talking, and that's why you're not moving. This is simple. Instead of all that circular talking, let's give some real life analogies. Wait, because, well, that doesn't sell courses, and that doesn't keep you coming back to watch the next video. But yet, in a way, in the paradox way, it will, because you know in the next video I do, I'm going to keep it nice and simple and give you another analogy. So very, very clear, transparent what we're doing here, because I want to see you win. I want to see you win big, and I want to see you win big all the time. And it frustrates me when there's all these hoops that you got to jump through, because everything you have to do is a condition to the reality that you want to show up. Now, could you create a delusional goal, and we'll do that all the time, or a delusional wish fulfilled? And I'm going to walk you through that here. That's why you want to kind of stay here for a while. I'm going to walk you through that to show you how you go delusional, then you bring the conscious mind in and marry them together so that it doesn't take a whole long time. Now, can you just command your reality and sit here and it will show up? Absolutely. Absolutely. There's nothing you need to do. There's nothing you need to do. However, what kind of journey would you be sitting just here? You would drive yourself crazy. Why isn't it happening yet, right? Because the conscious mind doesn't have something to do. So even though what the conscious mind does doesn't cause what's happening to happen, because you're first cause. And once you truly decide it and there's no wavering and no wobbling and no doubt within you, and because you know you've planted the seed, right? Because, you know, rose seeds give you rose bushes and pine seeds give you pine trees. So once you know that you've planted the seed, it's going to come to be, then you go and figure out something else to plant a seed about. And then you go and figure out something else to plant a seed about. Because if you're able to go do something else, there's not the importance on that thing. You trust that it will come into being. And then I can give you an example in your own life of something that you might want to happen, like say $10,000 showing up, and we'll do that later on in the video. Okay, so let me show you how I quantum jump. And oh, before we do that, I want to explain something else to you in an analogy that you'll understand. So you're quantum jumping every second, probably every nanosecond, but that kind of makes the brain crack and the mind hurt, right? So let's just say in 60 seconds, you shift 60 times. And because when you're shifting from frame 1 to frame 2 to frame 23 to frame 25 to 38 to 42 to 59 to 60, right? And you're going through that. And because your mind is linear, it believes, the conscious mind believes it has to go through all the frames from 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way down to 60 in order. And in its world, it's absolutely right. But what we're doing now is, instead of going through all 60 steps, if we start at 1, we can pop out and come in at 8. And then we can pop out again and come in at 22 and pop out again and come in at 49. Or we can just go from 1 to 60. Because if we can pop from 1 to 8, we can pop from 1 to 60. And you have to ask yourself, how much of this journey do you want to have, right? So right now in 60 seconds that we've been talking here, you've changed. Cells have divided. Your hair has grown. Food has digested. Your body is perspiring, whether you realize it or not. The skin cells are shedding off your body. Like, so much change at the microcosm of things is happening that you're unaware of, right? That you, so to say, here we go. Next to best, when you hear me pause, in my head I'm going, next to best behavior, next to best behavior. You're changing so much to ever say, like when I hear people say they're stuck, that would mean your heart stopped beating. If you're truly stuck, then you're stuck. Then your cells are no longer dividing. Your hair is no longer growing. Your body's no longer digesting. Mind blown right there, right? Like, you can never be stuck. There's only movement forward. You just haven't trained your conscious mind to look for the evidence of movement forward. And I'm going to share a few things here today. Okay, so I just wanted to bring that in. And did you know, here, if I haven't blown your mind yet, I'm going to blow it now. You've never done anything twice the same way, ever. Ever. Do you know the precision that would be needed to do something the same way twice? But if you do things similar, your mind will think it's doing the same thing twice. Think about brushing your teeth. Think about all that would be involved to exactly brush your teeth the same way, which means you'd have to pick up the toothbrush. You'd have to reach for the toothbrush, pick it up in the same exact spot, because this is the conscious mind wants to come in with this exactness all the time. It makes you believe that this is the exactness that's needed for a wish fulfilled to be realized. But our wish fulfilled are brushing our teeth, right? Going in and brushing our teeth. So you have to pick up the toothbrush the same exact way. And then you have to pick up the toothpaste the same exact way. And then put the toothpaste on the toothbrush the same exact way. And then put the toothpaste down. Do you put the cap on, right? Or do you wait till you're done to put the cap on? And then the bristles on the toothbrush to hit the teeth in the same exact spot, in the same exact way. And the toothpaste, the bubble in the same, like, do you see the precision that would be? So when we're doing things that are like what it is, it's enough to calm the conscious mind down to say, we're safe and this is what we do. So here's the big aha moment there. If you've never done anything the same way twice, and you haven't, I double dog dare you to prove that you have, how could you ever do anything wrong? If all you're doing is a mirrored reflection of something that you believe that you've done in the past. And that's when you start to give yourself a break, that you're doing the best you can every single time, right? Okay, so that was a little side note there. How can you use this? So let's take something right now. Let me walk you through this, right? And I want to walk you through this experience. So let's say you would like $10,000 to show up. And when I say show up, I don't mean like somebody else has it. I mean, it's yours to spend immediately. and it's unexpected that in the moment that you make this conscious decision. So we're going to quantum jump you. Let's say you want $10,000 to come to you, right? Whether you're sitting and it can show up right next to you, because right now, because I said that there's $10,000 sitting next to you, there's $10,000 sitting next to you, but just like the standing you is invisible, so is the $10,000, but it's there. Whether it's a check, whether it's a credit card, whether it's $10,000 in cash, whether it's $10,000 in pennies, is right next to you right now. So if you can believe that the standing you is there for you to realize, then you can believe that the $10,000 is sitting right next to you. See what we did there, right? Experience. That's all this is. Okay, so now you're saying, all right, Dede, well, I agree, standing me is there, and all I have to do is stand up, and I have to let go of the sitting me. The sitting me has to die in perpetuity and the sitting me will always be there waiting for me to sit back down, because that's its one job. The standing me is always standing. That's its one job. And the standing me is not the walking me, right? Because it's just different states of being. So the $10,000 is sitting right next to you, whether it's to your left, to your right, it's up to you. Or it could be on your feet on the floor, or it could be behind you, wherever you want to have it. Okay. So now, that's the delusional thing. And maybe it's not, if 10,000 isn't delusional enough for you because that just happens for you daily, then go to a number that does. But we're just going to pick 10,000. Now, that was Mimi. Mimi decided $10,000. Bob, okay, Bob, now, how is this going to happen? So first, before I ask Bob, let's ask Mimi, how can the delusional way of 10,000 show up? But Mimi digresses back to Bob because I'm going to take you on this journey. So Bob says, okay, you could get a raise at work, but are you going to get all 10,000 at once for that? Probably not. Or maybe it's a bonus. Maybe you get a bonus at work if you have a job. Or if you have a business, however many clients that would be for you. Is it 2 clients? Is it 1? Is it 5? Is it 10? Is it 50? You'll know whatever your environment is, right? These are some of the logical things. Or you could go and buy a lottery ticket or a scratch off and win today. You could get a check in the mail from an old job that you worked at. You could get an inheritance, or maybe just a family member wants to just give you $10,000 because they've come into some money, right? And they want to help you out. So these are sort of the logical things, right? That they feel safe to the conscious mind because that's why the conscious mind offers them. But having $10,000 just show up next to you would feel really uncomfortable, and your mind doesn't want to freak you out, even though it would be a good freak out. And after you got all excited about the $10,000, then your mind would be like, what just happened there, right? So we want this to be natural for you. We want this to unfold beautifully. But now we'll go and ask Mimi, how could $10,000 show up? How can we be delusional? Well, I'm sitting here and my ceiling could open up and $100 bills could rain down on me. Or I could be outside today and a magical unicorn, farting glitter, walking down the street, has a bag of $10,000 in cash, comes to me and drops it at my feet, right? Or how else could $10,000? I could open up a drawer that I know that there shouldn't be $10,000 in there, and boom, there's $10,000 there. So I want you to play with the variations. These are all possibilities. To remember, to the subconscious mind, 10,000, 10 million, 10 billion is all the same thing. But how is it to the conscious mind? Because the conscious mind wants to play along. Stop making your conscious mind not want you to get what you want or has to test you. That's bullshit. Stop saying that stuff. Your conscious mind is not testing you. You're never being tested unless you're creating the reality. You quantum leap to a reality where you're being tested, and well, then that's true. But why would you do that to yourself unless that's something you enjoy? And if you don't enjoy it, stop doing it. Okay. So you kind of got to get to the point where the two minds agree. So let's say Mimi says it could just appear right here, right now, and your conscious mind says, well, here are these logical ones. Just pick one. Pick something that you could be an active participant in, knowing that what you're doing is the realization and the wish fulfilled of that reality. So if that means that you put together another product to offer, then offer it. Or if you offer an event, then offer it. Or if you need to go in and ask for a raise, then go ask for the raise, right? And know that what you're consciously doing is not causing it, but the conscious mind is letting go of the resistance of it happening another way. So that's where it starts to take a life and a momentum of its own. And that's where you're this beautiful cooperative component, because the conscious mind isn't going, why isn't it happening fast enough? Or did I do enough? Because it's done. You chose it. You chose it and it's done. And just like we're sitting here with our hands on our knees, the second that we choose to raise your right hand, it was done before you raised the right hand, because as you're raising your right hand, all you're watching is watch your hand slowly come up. You're seeing all the different states of being until it reaches its wish fulfilled. So as you're raising your hand and it's halfway, you're not saying to yourself, why isn't it done? Why is it halfway? You wouldn't do that. And instead of just raising it, I could go like this, right? I could do it a whole different way. But in order for me to see the physical reality of the hand raised, it must be in that position in order for my hand to fulfill it there. And when you start to realize that's all that's ever happening with manifesting, and how you can be in your wish fulfilled when it's not physically there, when my hand's on my knees and I know that there's a version of my hand here that's already raised, it's a no-brainer. It's automatic. There's not a lot of time in between. But I didn't even have to know that ahead of time, and neither did you. But if you have a mind that says, how's it going to happen? Have I done enough? What techniques do I have to do? All you got to do is decide. All quantum jumping and leaping is deciding. And then you play with the reality of God and say, what would $100,000 me, or 100, yeah, that works for me too. Extra 100,000 today. And those little slips, I pay attention to those little slips because that wasn't intentionally what I wanted to say, but okay, $100,000 has come today. And I just jump on board to that quantum leap. You see how I love when that stuff happens. But 100,000 subscriber me, every time I do a video, I'm speaking to 100,000 people. Every time I post a video and I hit enter, I'm posting it for 100,000 people. And then I go into my analytics and I see how many people actually saw this. And they may not have clicked on it, but it showed up in their feeds. And guess what? It's over 100,000. So now I go a little higher because we're looking for evidence. Even though you, my viewers and my subscribers here, can't see what I see behind the scenes. So when you look and you see 4,000, you're like, Dede, that's not 100,000. It will be. And it's going to be quicker than if I do the doubling chart and I put that up in the other video of what that would be, right? So now for you with 10,000, I want you to leave here with this video, right? Just like, so now, this is so much fun. Let's rewrite reality. Let's put our goal of $10,000 on an action that we've been doing. So let's do this. Put your hands on your knees. Now you're going to raise your hand, and that's the $10,000 you. So all day long, whether you're sitting or standing, you're just reminding your conscious and your subconscious mind, every time you raise your hand, you're expecting $10,000. How many times would I would just be, and this is where you can do repetition. This is like repetition of affirmations. This is a ceremony because the subconscious mind speaks in repetition, ceremonies, and feels. So every time you raise your hand, and not only can you choose to consciously do it, but let's pay attention to if there's another moment in your day today where you have to raise your hand, but you're not the one invoking it. Like someone else will say, who wants ice cream? And you raise your hand, right? Or you see somebody on a TV show raise their hand, go, ooh, me, or on Facebook or YouTube, right? This is how you can now say that even though raising your hand doesn't cause reality, because I'm the operant power and I wrap this quantum leap in raising my hand, I can just do this and I smile because I know. And I'm not going to go to the point where every time I raise my hand I get 10,000, but raising my hand now, and especially that's evidence when I have to raise my hand during the course of the day and I'm not the one invoking it. It's my subconscious mind kind of like winking at me. It's Mimi going, I got you, girl. And you may not be today, so don't get upset if it doesn't happen today. But just like Neville Goddard's, I won't climb a ladder, right? I won't raise my hand today. I won't raise my hand today. I won't raise my hand today. And yet here you are. And you can mirror the reality that you want because you can consciously choose to raise your hand. Okay, friends. So I hope that you really enjoyed this experience because I want to share one more experience with you. I am a coach and I do this because I have services, because I know that I can cut through the manifesting BS and I can take you into your wish fulfill, realization of your wish fulfill. It's always you doing it and your mind has created me in your imagination because you're here. But I want to share with you, I do have a one-day event on March 16th and you will find the link in the description. It's the top of the description. You'll find the link for this video. And I want you to click on that link and look at the page and listen to the video, because there is a cost. I'm always transparent. There is a cost for this day. And we're going to have 5 sessions. We're going to do it on a Zoom-like interactive. And I'm going to share with you real quick what's in it for you if you decide to do this. Okay, so the cost is $220, but let me show you $220, right? Because you got 10,000 coming in today, so it's a big deal. But for $220, let me show you that when you make an investment in yourself and go into and join our one-day event, how the one-day event and I will invest back in you, right? You'll get your money back, and I'll show you why. Okay, so here's the thing. You sign, you go to the page, you listen, and you'll read all the stuff you're going to get. I'm going to explain real quick here what you're going to get. The moment that you sign up and you pay for your ticket, you get access to a group that's all this group is for. There's nothing else in there. It's all for this event. And the earlier you get in, the more nurturing I'm going to do for you leading up to the event. So I'm going to teach you about hydration. I'm going to teach you about oxygenation. I'm going to teach you how to eat well. Because again, if we got the conscious mind playing along, and we're priming ourselves that when you show up for that one-day event, you'll be ready to go. Not that you have to. Remember, you don't have to do anything. But I offer this as extra for you, and you get to know the community members that you're going to be in this group with, because there's a 50-person max, and it will fill up very, very quickly. They always do. Okay. So once you sign up, you get access to that group and all the wonderful information, and there's already information in there, and I'll be adding more and more each day. And then when the day arrives, the actual sessions will be in that group, so you don't have to go anywhere else. You'll download the app, or you can do it right off your computer. You'll sign in through the Invincible CEO website, invincibleceo.com. Okay, so on the day of the event, we're going to record the videos. We're going to be live. You can ask me real-time questions. It's not just me talking to a screen and you typing into a screen. You'll actually get me in real time live. And I'm going to walk you through in each of those sessions real-life experiences, so that if you've ever questioned, do I need to do a technique? How do I do it? How many times do I have to do it? If that's kind of the stuff that you've been questioning, this is the event for you. So then after the event is over, you still get access to that group. You still will have lifetime access to all the videos, because they're recorded and they're there for you to watch over and over. There's going to be workbooks. There's going to be so much fun things that we're going to be doing, and you're going to get to know the members of the community also, like-minded individuals. But here's the different thing, and this is where I'm totally transparent. I am going to be making some service and product offers during that event. And should you choose to do one-off coaching with me, to do a coaching program, to do group coaching, you will be able, what I'll do is I'll take the $220 that you invested, and I will automatically put that to the price of whatever product or service. So not only is it the initial investment that you'll be there, you'll get the group, you'll get the day, you'll get the group after. If that's all you wanted, that's it. You've gotten your money's worth. But if you do want to go further on and work with me one-on-one, or work in a group, the $220 that you've already paid will automatically get credited to whatever service or product that you choose. So you invest in yourself, you invest in the Invincible CEO and my teachings and my training, and then we reinvest right back into you. And there will be special offers that you will not see on the website that will just be offered to those people that day in that group. So this is why I want to show you that not only am I different as a coach, I believe in you, I believe in what I'm offering. You invest in yourself, you invest in the Invincible CEO, I'm going to invest right back into you. And I don't know if that's being done anywhere else, but I have not seen it yet. That is how passionate I am, that I really want to cut through and demystify all the myths, all the woo-woo stuff. Yes, it is beautiful, it's woo-woo, and my subconscious mind blows my mind every day, right? And I get the tingles and I get the excitement, and I want you to have that also. I want you to have explosive growth. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you deeply. If you haven't liked the video yet, please do so. If you haven't subscribed, I would love for you to do so. And please feel free to share this channel, to share this video with everyone that you know. And hey, invite them into the one-day events too. There is an affiliation program in the Invincible CEO, and lots of details on the website, and it's also in the description box below. And as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I do have a free digital course that you can just sign up right now for automatically, and boom, wonderful. All right, guys, thank you. I will see you next time, and thank you to this wonderful community for voting for this topic. It's been such a pleasure to bring it to you. Enjoy.